The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now the 1-1 pitch is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone.
I thought the leadoff hitter is supposed to set the table for the guys behind him. Not the case with that swing of the bat right now. Game's changed, fellas. Get ready for a good one.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Skied down the left field line, and no one will track it down. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit. Through first and hustling for second. Around second now and headed for third. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Struck him out.
Batting fourth, first baseman number 10. Edwin Encarnacion.
Hot shot down the line. Foul. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Now at the plate, Tyler Naquin, and the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. So the breaking ball locked him up there. Tyler Naquin is the second out of the opening frame. Popped him up. And Simmons will make the play here to retire the side. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. In now is Andrelton Simmons. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. 2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Ramirez is there. And safe at first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. And we'll see how they want to score that. So you can mark that one down as an E5. And I bet he'd like to have that one over. Now a throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. 2-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate there.
Runners off for second. Bounce it to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Batting fourth.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 0-2 count and the pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here's Here's another 0-2. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Ready now for L.A., Zach Kozar, and their runners at the corners now. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Mejia. And the throw to first ends the inning. Striding in for the Indians, Lonnie Chisenhall. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping up now, Francisco Mejia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And Upton's got this one. 2 away now. Into the box, Bradley Zimmer. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Ready with the 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby now.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Luis Valbuena now. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He's gone 5 for 13. He also has 1 home run.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. Stepping into the box, Albert Pujols. A 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Just a bit time swung on and missed. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Valbuena aboard here at first with nobody out. Line towards center field. Zimmer is right there, 1 down. On to first, a double play. At the plate, Ryan Schimpf will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And right into the shift. Kipnis has it. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Michael Brantley. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. He drew a walk his first time up. A shot down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
The left fielder, number 3.
So striding in, Tyler Naquin, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Let's go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in, Martin Maldonado as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
This is in the air out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Zimmer.
And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
So stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys out.
Another 2-2 offering. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. Solo shot here to left. His second home run of the series. And the Angels are on the board. It's a 2-1 game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
In now, Cole Calhoun. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Naquin looks up. Gone! They've tied the game on back-to-back home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the series as the Angels have come back to tie things at 2.
Yeah, he saw his partner in crime go deep the previous bat and thought, hey, I want to get some of that. And that's just what he did. Back-to-back homers, doing it in style.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
2-2.
Of course, there was a fastball.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Popped him up. Simmons over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat, and that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
now batting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. He flew out in his last at bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Stepping up to the plate, Bradley Zimmer. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Ready for another chance. Jose Ramirez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016. Just absolutely.
And now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and that may just get a couple of runners home. And the second run will come across to score as they take the lead here 4-2.
Hey, talking about having a quality game, D-Roll, with that base hit right there, that go-ahead RBI, that's his 4th run batted into the game.
I'm going to tell you what he's thinking right now, Dan. Bullpen, don't blow this for me.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And leading off the inning, Zach Cozart, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this will be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Luis Valbuena.
Luis Valbuena.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of this series, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Line hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength. Standing in now, Martin Maldonado. Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Mejia recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Justin Upton now. Third trip to the plate for 2 at this point. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 3 runs already home here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Takes this the other way to right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. Here's Michael Brantley. No hits to this point. Swing and a ground ball to third. Cozart has it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
First baseman, number 10.
Ready once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He was a ground out victim last time up. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
The left fielder, number 30.
Standing in, Tyler Naquin. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. To his right, Lindor. Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Cole Calhoun. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Naquin is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ripped down the line.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Now in the box, Zach Cozart. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Trout leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he steps off. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout score. Digging in now, Jason Kipnis. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Striding in, Monty Chisenhall. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Francisco Mejia. He singled his last time up. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Ian Kroll takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 47, Ian Kroll.
4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far.
Smoke toward the hole. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Mejia on second. Zimmer at first. 2 out in the inning. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Calhoun, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now a 6-5 ball game.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Michael Brantley would be next. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Nick Tropiano, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Nick Tropiano.
Popped straight up, but this will land untouched. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. In now, Luis Valbuena is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Another try at 2-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. Takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 49.
In now, Albert Pujols. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Popped him up. Ramirez shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Martin Maldonado. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. Gets him to swing and miss there, 3-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he's back standing. Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Here's Justin Upton now. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. And that's ball 4, so Upton will take first on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Schimpf over at second. Upton on at first with 2 down. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize. Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Brantley. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 3-1 to him now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is there, and he has it for the first out.
First baseman number 10.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side. Dan Otero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Now batting, Cole Calhoun. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. On his way to second is Calhoun. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, and was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat. A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. The run scores from second. Now a 7-6 game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. Here's Luis Valbuena now, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And now for the Angels, Albert Pujols, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Now the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Trout on third with 2 out. Turned on down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate.
Six fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside?
And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and the throw to first ends the inning. And is the second baseman Jason Kipnis.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Digging in, Francisco Mejia. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Count is 1-2 now. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run. Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Justin Upton. In prior meetings with Zach McAllister, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Runner goes for second, and he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Naquin's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. At the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. This is line to left. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin.
Number 25.
Rene Rivera is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number
Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. At the plate, Michael Brantley. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. And he'll be back in standing up. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Kenan Middleton takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Strike called, now the throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the 2nd out. So striding forward now, Tyler Naquin. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's no runs, no base hits. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Mike Trout is sent packing for the 1st out in the bottom of the 9th. And that misses, 2-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Mejia finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Cozart is retired, 2 down now. Luis Valbuena will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Digging in once again, Jason Kipnis. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to first gets him, 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding into the box, Lonnie Chisenhall. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. 2-1 the count. 3-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Ready for another shot now, Francisco Mejia. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Evan Marshall comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Here's Albert now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Popped him up. Lindor waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimm. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Set. Here's the 3-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So digging in now, Rene Rivera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Down the third baseline. Throw on to first, and we are going. Bradley Zimmer will stand in again as we take you back now to the 8th inning, and this was a big one. A 2-run shot that helped get us to where we are now. Down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jose Ramirez. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. 1 out, nobody on. Hard on the ground towards short. Simmons is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up.
And the throw is into. Settling in now, Justin Upton. He was a double play victim last time around. Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And he could very well get the intentional pass here as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Hit hard. But this is a foul ball. Possible winning run on second. No one out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Full count now, 3-2. Now this is lined into right center. He comes through. And their winning ways continue at home. They'll walk off to take a commanding 3-0 lead.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
No better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels, 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors. Left 7 men on base. Cleveland, 8 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For Game 3 of the ALCS, the Angels tallied 5 home runs overall as they bested the visiting Indians 9-8. They will take a 3-0 series lead into Game 4. In Game 4 of the NL Championship Series, the Los Angeles Dodgers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. They've now tied the series at 2 heading into Game 5. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.